be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot. I be beaming.
Hey, what's the deal? What's going on, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday. It is the top of the week. I'm happy to see y'all. I hope y'all are happy to see me. If this is your first time at the channel, I want to welcome you here. Pull up a seat. I hope you enjoy the content. And before we get into this food, I would like to ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and go ahead and tap that bell so that you're notified when new videos drop, when I schedule a premiere or when I go live. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this food. And before I say that, let me give y'all a fair warning. This video will probably be featuring my neighbor. It's morning time and she loves to sing, so yeah, you'll probably hear her throughout the video. So anyways, I want to do breakfast before I take off for San Diego. I have some chilaquiles, I got some rice, I got some beans. Chilaquiles, fried tortilla chips. It has cheese on it, a green sauce, and as you can see, I have my over easy eggs. So let me go ahead and get into this because I'm starving. I am, y'all. And shout out to this place called the Taco Factory in Long Beach. That's where I got these from. I did have a little taste. I wanted to put a little hot sauce on it. Shoot, I'm doing too much, y'all. Cholula. I know a lot of y'all don't like runny eggs, so y'all may not want this first bite. But for those that do like the runny eggs, I'll give y'all a bite with and without it, okay? How about that? That's fair. All right, so this is the first bite without the runny eggs. Well, it's on there a little bit. Y'all hear her sing it, boo. That's so good. Damn, that's good. And for those that are into the runny eggs, let me give y'all a bite. It's got the drip and everything. Put a little more hot sauce on there too. The hot sauce tastes good with it. But the green sauce on here is good too. I love that it's not too spicy, but the flavor is really good. I love it. Let me bring that back. The extra Cholula. Got the little red sauce drip. This is delicious. I would definitely be going back to Taco Factory. Try some other food. Mexican food is my favorite type of food. Y'all, so today we're going to be starting a new installment of Storytime. I called it Our Love, Their War. I'm eating fast as hell. I'm hungry. New installment of Storytime. If this is your first time at the channel, we wrapped up a Storytime. I don't know, it's been a couple weeks now, I guess. But you can definitely get caught up by clicking on the playlist that's on the channel. Just want to remind you to go ahead and follow Rhonda's Red Vlogs. There's a link in the description below, or you can just search for Rhonda's Red Vlogs. I'm going to be dropping a vlog with a recap from this weekend. I am going to San Diego. Steph and Tasha are out there. They're having a party tonight. Well, today and going into tonight. And, you know, I want to share that with y'all. So the vlog will be coming probably Monday or Tuesday. All right, so y'all make sure y'all follow and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna go ahead and get into story time because this may take a minute. yeah, and I've been like racking my brain on where I wanted to start, but I figured this would be a good place to start. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and jump into the story time because I feel like it's gonna be kind of long. So y'all ride with me. All right. So just for recap purposes, and if you're brand new to the channel, I'm really this new story time is gonna be. It's called Our Love, Their War, and it's gonna be about the demise of my circle of friends, and that had to do with my former best friend Kayla. She was at the center of everything that happened. In case you guys forgot, Kayla is also somebody I used to be in a relationship with for many years, like 4 or 5 years. We were engaged. But we were able to establish a friendship. And a lot of the dirt that I found out that she did in our relationship, keep in mind, y'all, I didn't find out until she was completely out of my life as my friend. So we'll get to that too. But anyways, let's jump into the story time. So just to establish, you know, our circle of friends, about 5 or 6 of us in our circle of friends. And Keela was a part of our circle as well. And Keela had gotten close to everybody that was in our circle of friends. We were traveling together. We had gone to Mexico. We went to Panama. We went to Puerto Rico. You know, we had local trips to Palm Springs, San Diego, stuff like that. So our group was good. Like, we were solid in terms of able, you know, you can't travel with everybody. So being able to travel together was a huge plus, you know what I'm saying? But it just helped our bond and everything to, you know, but get stronger. So it was dope. Like, everything was going really, really great. And at this point, I'm going to say Keela and I were together, I don't know, maybe about 2 years. About 2 years. 1.5 years, 2 years. And I felt like it was time for us to take our relationship to the next level. So I talked to Keela's best friend. I talked to her mom. And everybody's like, yeah, like, you know, I had their blessing to move forward with us getting engaged. So Keela's birthday was coming up. So I figured that I would actually pop the question at her birthday party. Because I knew she wanted her friends to be around. Like, that she was open to her friends being around. Like, I didn't want to propose in public or anything like that. So now I got to find a ring. So me and Kayla couldn't get our schedules together. But she wanted to help me find a ring. You know what I mean? Like, she made herself available and open to that. And we couldn't get our schedules together. So I went to the mall by myself. And I had her on FaceTime though. So I was going in different stores, trying different stuff out. And she was right there with me, giving her feedback, telling me this was a good idea, that was a bad idea. Like, she was so involved in the process. Cool. And I'm glad that I wasn't by myself. Even though she wasn't present, like, her input over FaceTime was still really, really helpful. So I get a ring. I'm now getting everything together for Keela's birthday. I just sent out the invites and got all the liquor. We got a guy that came in and did fried broccoli. We had fried fish. Like, the food was popping. I mean, it was dope. Now, I didn't know where I was going to have the party. So I was looking around different venues and stuff, but stuff was expensive. Because Keela's birthday is not far from the holidays, from Christmas. So I was like, damn, where am I at this party at? So I decided to go to one of our friends. They're actually a couple. And this couple, let's call them Brandy and let's call them JoJo. So Brandy is the feminine relationship and JoJo is the more masculine stud in the relationship. This is just for y'all to have a visual of the relationship of who's who. So again, Brandy is the femme and JoJo is the stud. All right. So, you know, let me give y'all a little information about them as well. They've been together. These two are actually Keela's friends. Not that she hooked them up, but she's friends with the both of them outside of their relationship, right? And we spent a lot of time with Brandy and JoJo. Like, we traveled with them, took a couple trips. We would be at the house on the weekends. You know, it was dope just kind of hanging out with another couple. So cool. I go to Brandy and JoJo like, hey, can I have the party at your house? Are you guys open to that? And they had a great setup. Like, their place was so amazing, had a great layout. I was like, damn, I hope they say, yeah, you know, that'll be a good look. So they're like, yeah, of course you can have it. So cool. I got a place that had a party. Now the guy can come and cook food. Had a nice little setup. Everything was kind of locked in, ready to go. Things were running very, very smooth. So fast forward to the day of the party. Now, also, the party is not a surprise. Keela knows about the party. She just doesn't know, like, the details of, like, what's what. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting everything together. She just knows she's having a party. So, day of the party, get to JoJo and Brandy's house early, setting things up, showing them the ring because they know I'm proposing. But it's obviously the proposal's a surprise. But they're, you know, we're figuring out when we're going to do everything. We're talking about timing and this and that. I knew S. Dot was coming. Shout out to S. Dot Noel. You guys have seen her in the manipulation video that's on the channel. She's an artist. She sings. So she came. I knew she was coming to sing because she was going to be basically, her singing was going to be the setup for me proposing. So I had all these different things kind of just going on that I had to just look out for and follow up with and just prepare for, you know. So day of the party, I got my checklist. I got everything going. So now it's party time. Now, mind you, this is like the first time Keela and I are merging our friends together. Our friends have seen each other before, like at one of Keela's previous birthday parties. But they don't spend a whole lot of time together. Like, our friends are totally separate. You know, but I hang out with Keela with her friends, and Keela hangs out with me with my friends. And like I said, Keela's traveled with me and my circle of friends on several occasions. So this was the time that everybody was going to be hanging out kind of like for the first time, you know. So I'm excited. I'm not nervous at all because I know that our friends are good people and I know they're going to mesh well, you know what I mean? So, but I'm excited for everybody to finally just kind of get to, you know each other a little differently because we was going to be drinking, playing games and all that stuff, right? So it was going to be a different kind of setting than they had all hung out before. Party is going well. Things are going so good. Like, we breaking up into teams to play games. Keela's best friend is hosting the party, so she got all kind of interactive games, and everybody is going hard, super competitive. Nobody is tripping off of who they on teams with. Everybody just want to go hard and win. And we acting rowdy. We having fun. We're laughing. We're drinking. Like, it is a great time, right? Keela's mom is there. S-Doc is there. She sings. And then I pop the question. The party goes wild. Some people knew about the proposal and some didn't. So it's just it was just a beautiful moment for all of our friends to be there and experience it, you know. So it's just great. We having so much fun, you guys. Like, I can just remember that night so vividly. Like, it was so turned and so live. Like, we had so much fun. So, you know, here we are merging our lives. Our friends are connecting and everybody's laughing and, you know, congratulating us and super excited about us sharing a life together. So then I'm kind of like looking around and I see Brandy, JoJo, and Kayla, like they kind of in the cut with each other. And I'm like, didn't think nothing of it. Again, our friends are kind of like connecting kind of for the first time, you know, in a different kind of capacity, in a fun, turned up kind of way. And I'm like, whatever. So I'm making my rounds, making plates, because the food was delicious, y'all. We had this fried broccoli, we had this fried fish, the fries, everything was perfect. The food was delicious. I'm making plates, trying to stash food in the refrigerator, you know, so I can make sure I have food for later. I'm making drinks, I'm taking pictures, you know, just trying to really kind of capture the moment, but also be present, you know. So I'm making my rounds with everybody. And I finally get over to the corner where Kayla, JoJo, and Brandy are. And they're like having this conversation about a threesome. And I'm like, what? Like, hell no. You know, Brandy and Kayla are flirting with each other. And, you know, JoJo's just kind of looking at everything kind of go down. And, you know, and I'm like, what are y'all talking? Y'all crazy. Like, you know, we just joking about it. So, it's all fun and games. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's a terrible idea for them to have a threesome, obviously. But whatever, they're grown people, you know, I just feel like it's a joke, right? So Kayla is tore up. She has to get a lift, go home, whatever. Her and the girl she was there with, they ended up leaving. And I don't even know if the girl felt some kind of way, because her and the girl she was there with, they weren't their friends, I guess, or whatever they were at the time. But you know, whatever. So they leave. And the next morning, you know, so it's the next morning, we stayed at JoJo and Brandy's house. And we wake up, and Brandy and Keela go off to brunch with their girls. So me and JoJo at the house, just like talking about the night, we reminiscing, we talking about how magical it was, like how we're so happy everybody came together, how much fun we had, you know, we looking at social media, you know, for different things that people were posting, you know, so we just having a good old time. So Kayla calls me, because I was going to her house to drop some stuff off or whatever. And Kayla and JoJo are talking to each other through me. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going back and forth about whatever, but it wasn't about the threesome stuff. They were just going back and forth, right? So I'm like, here, y'all just get on the phone with each other, like y'all talk, because I ain't about to do all of that. And mind you, I'm packing up my car. I had all this leftover liquor and just like gifts and all kind of stuff I had to put in the car. And they were, like I said, you know, talking through me. So I just went ahead and handed the phone to JoJo for her to go ahead and talk to Kayla. And I'm putting stuff in the car. So they talking about the night or whatever. I go to the car, come back. You know, they're talking, whatever. Go to the car, come back, making these trips. JoJo jumps in and is helping me, blah, blah, whatever. They get off the phone. Cool. So that establishes everybody connecting and meeting each other. Cool. So now let's fast forward a little bit. Now, like the next month is Kayla's birthday. And she decides that she wants to invite JoJo and Brandy to her birthday celebration. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. She had this real chill thing as she rented a space. It was like this real cool thing. We just kind of like sat around and talked about sex, y'all. And it was just like these different questions about sex, hearing people's perspectives about it. And just really being open, but like it was fun, it was light, it was informative, you know, it was a great time. So she was like, I want to invite them to this, you know, to my birthday thing or whatever, you know, since they were really, really cool. And, you know, everybody's a big happy family now, let's powwow together. And it's like, okay, cool, yeah, so invite them. So I give them the information, they're like, yeah, we'll be there, you know, for sure, yada, 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 cool. So we go, we're setting up for Kayla's birthday. So like I said, this is like a month after Kayla's birthday. We're setting up for Kayla's birthday, and I bought a cake. We're getting the liquor and stuff set up, the food. Everything is good. Kayla's there. Everybody's starting to arrive. Everybody's finding their seating. Everybody's getting situated. We're talking, we're laughing. JoJo and Brandy eventually show up. They get situated, and it's all good. It's a great vibe. It's all women, mostly lesbian women. And it's just a great vibe. We having a really good time. It's a Sunday. And we having fun. Drinks are flowing. I think we have mimosas. We sang happy birthday. We're just like cutting up in this space, y'all. Like, and also too, it's really a great time because we were getting a chance to hear how people viewed sex and how they felt about certain things as it relates to sex, right? So again, just having fun. Good old time. It's about that time for us to go ahead and wrap up. But nobody wants to go home. So we're like, what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go? It's a Sunday. People gotta go to work, but like I said, we don't want to go home because I want to say the party ended around, not even party, it wasn't a party, like a gathering. Her gathering ended around, let's say 6 or 7. So it's still pretty early, you know, for us to go do something else. So we're looking around in the area, and what do we find? Of course, we find a hookah lounge. Everybody, most of our friends enjoy hookah. So we find a hookah lounge, we pack everything up, we go to the hookah lounge. We bring the mimosas in with us. Everybody is cool at the hookah lounge. You're not tripping off of us drinking, whatever. So we go into the hookah lounge. We set everything up. We have 2 tables next to each other for those that wanted to come to the hookah lounge. So I'm at a table with JoJo, Brandy, Keela, and a couple other people. And there's a next table next to us with a whole nother set of people. So we just like chilling out. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just talking. Laughing, smoking hookah, taking pictures, you know, just being, just having fun, you know what I'm saying, having a really good time. Like I remember having just such a great time, like just laughing and just feeling like I didn't want the night to end. You know, I'm making sure that both tables got drinks. I'm pouring mimosas, and we just having fun, right? So I look up, and somehow JoJo and Kayla are sitting next to each other on these little like ottomans, like these small ottomans. They're really close to each other. The music was loud, so I could see why they were so close, like kind of, you know, speaking to each other. And now, mind you, Brandy is sitting across from them, looking at them the entire time. They're at the same table. The tables are very small, so it's not like a big space at all that we're sitting. So she sees everything that's happening. So they're talking or whatever, and I see Kayla pull out her cell phone. And it looks like to me that they're exchanging numbers, but I could be wrong. But I'm like, okay, whatever. Again, I'm kind of like going between both tables, talking to everybody, you know, whatever. Keela was doing her thing, whatever she was doing. So I look up, and again, I look up, and it looks like Kayla and JoJo are exchanging numbers. So I kind of talk to Kayla. I'm like, what are you doing? You know? Mind you, Brandy's watching them exchange numbers. She didn't say nothing. So I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, like, oh shit, here go that threesome thing again. Like, what y'all doing? Y'all trying to make this shit happen? And so she's like, nah. So JoJo jumps in and is like, Rhonda, you told me that, you know what I'm saying, Kayla has done your hair a couple of times, that she's retwisted your locks. Now, mind you, Kayla started my locks and she's done my hair a few different times. So I'm like, yeah, she got skills, you know. But I'm thinking in my head, like, why do you need her to do your hair? Because JoJo had a hairstylist already. So it just seemed weird to me, in my opinion. So I'm kind of feeling real suspect about it, like, okay. But I'm like, you know, Brandy hasn't said anything. She's watching her girl and another woman exchange numbers. She must be cool with this. All right, cool, whatever. We finally wrap up like around 10 o'clock, y'all. We get everything together. Everybody goes their separate ways. The next day, Monday, I'm at work. I'm working. On the job I was at the time, I couldn't check my phone all the time. Like, I would have to sneak and check my cell phone. So I check my cell phone. I get messages from Kayla talking about that her and JoJo are texting each other. And I'm like, oh, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's only about you getting your hair done, why are y'all texting each other? And so she was just like, well, you know, she hit me up and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay. I felt uncomfortable about it, and I wanted to talk to Kayla about it after I got off work. Like, I thought it was a bad idea. I go to lunch. I now have screenshots of their text messages. She has sent me screenshots of their conversation, y'all, and it is completely inappropriate. I mean, if this is the first day texting and y'all already talking like this, continuing to talk is just going to lead to more stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I get off work, y'all, and I call Kayla like, yo, like, this got to stop. Like, y'all can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that it's lustful or whatever. There's a rush behind it or what, you know. I get it. We're human beings and you respond to this excitement and whatever. But I'm like, you know, she has a relationship. Like, you was in this woman's house. You know what I'm saying? Just last month. Like, y'all can't do this. You know? You know what, Rhonda? You're absolutely right. I'm going to let this go. Like, this has to stop. I don't want this to get out of control. Because I'm like, this is not going to end well. You're right, Rhonda. Like, nah. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let her know we can't be in touch like that anymore. I'm like, okay, cool. So, I feel like I did what was the right thing to do. Was for me to tell her that wasn't cool. I hate that I got the text messages, y'all. I felt so nervous when I got the text messages. Like, I just immediately deleted them out of my phone and was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but that's how I felt. So this is the start. This is the introduction, giving y'all some backstory of how things kind of started. And we'll get into the demise of our friendship, our circle of friends, and how this impacted me and Keela's relationship as well. Like, you know, exactly what happened. This is probably going to be a big release for me, because this situation, the way it happened, really put me in a bad place for a long time. So again, it's the introduction to Our Love, Their War. So y'all stay tuned. Hopefully you followed the story very easily. Let me know if y'all have any questions, if I can clarify anything for you, and just continue to ride with me. So again, check out Rhonda's Ray of Vlogs so y'all can see this vlog in San Diego. I want y'all to see us have a good time. We want to bring y'all along with us. And y'all already know what time it is. I'll be back on Wednesday. And y'all know I only want one thing from you. Be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.